Hello and welcome to Blown to Bits podcast. The podcast where we mostly talk about video games, but we can talk about other geeky things as well. I'm Charlie Savage, and I'm joined here with my co-hosts
Ryan
and
Adam.
And we also have a very special guest. We have Robert.
Hello.
A.k.a. Flamingo Complex.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Robert.
$20 from
How do I look today?
Fabulous. I've never seen someone more sharply dressed for an audio show.
Charlie, I love how happy you are when you do the intro.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I mean, I'm typically a happy person.
What am I? Am I sad about it or something?
You're in your face welcome. You're
like a teacher. It's like, everybody sit down, shut up.
Yeah.
It's time for our podcast.
You're like a mix between a teacher and a WWE announcer. Charlie's just I'm happy to be here.
Hey guys, welcome.
So Robert won our contest last week.
Cheers, fellas.
Yep. What did you end up getting with the 20?
I bought a VR game. I don't know if we play VR here.
I personally don't own one, but I would love to.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I got Gun Club VR, so I just load guns over and over and shoot stuff.
It sounds fun.
It's pretty dope. Not bad.
Just like a gun range of sorts?
Yeah. I saw that it was made by this people that made this phone game I played back in high school 10 years ago. But it just excited me that they made a VR
You're
game.
talking about that funky little game on phone where you could just shoot a gun for no reason?
Over and over. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can flip it around, look at it and shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was the penultimate, hey, check this out thing on your phone.
Check out my new phone, this new app I got.
Yeah.
You got guns?
That and flipping coins.
Right. Gosh.
I can't remember what the big thing when I first got a smartphone. What the game was oh, check this out. I think it was probably Peggle.
Look how flat my razor is.
Right?
Yeah. Charlie's the first person I know that got a smartphone.
I had the first Droid from Motorola.
Mm-hmm.
Verizon got it. The biggest thing I was excited about was the Pandora music station that I could just take wherever I wanted.
Nice.
I hadn't been exposed to new music for a little bit up until I got that, and I just started exploring a lot more. So that was a lot of fun. I did a lot of kind of crazy visual test apps on there because I kind of like the psychedelic kind of visual stuff.
Yeah, you were real big into not the kaleidoscope. What's it called? The mandala.
The spirograph.
Yes,
where you would input different inputs and different shapes would come out.
So, I really liked playing around with the little music where you had
yeah.
the tiny little synthesizers and drum machines.
Oh yeah.
The first thing I had wasn't really a smartphone. It was my mom's old iPod. It was one of the ones that pretty much looked like an iPhone, but it wasn't. And
the iPod Touch.
Yeah, it was like the iPod Touch or whatever, the 3G model. And I used to watch. That was when Crackle first came out, and it was free movies. And I used to lay there and just fucking watch movies all day.
Yes, the birth of Netflix and streaming.
Right. We've experienced a lot growing up.
Everybody watch Bird Box?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
You guys are not on the train. It's a good movie. You should check it out.
Isn't it Quiet Place?
But with
Isn't
vision.
that all everybody's been saying?
Yeah, it's the same genre, same type of movie, just done differently. I
Word.
personally like Bird Box better. I think the acting and the story writing is better.
And that's the Netflix one.
Yes. And it's really funny, my 11-year-old daughter, apparently there's this Bird Box challenge going around where people are just filming themselves doing random things throughout the day blindfolded.
Oh my god,
So-
Netflix is urging people not to do that. They're so worried.
Yeah, Netflix sent out a tweet saying, please don't do this. We don't want you to end up in the hospital.
Right. Please look where you're going.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, she was walking around the backyard and jumping on the trampoline blindfolded. And I was like, well, if you really want to do something blindfolded, here, take this trash out. See if you can make it.
Do your chores blindfolded.
Mm-hmm. But I guess kids at school and stuff are doing it too. It's only a matter of time before there's a fatality.
Oh, I'm sure.
You mean a Mortal Kombat one?
Yes. Like Tide Pods.
I can't.
Fatality.
I can't hear fatality anymore. It used to be this horrible words like, yeah, did you hear about that crash? There was like 3 fatalities, and now like if you say that to me nowadays, I'm just like, so somebody jumped out and like ripped people's heads off, like 3 of them.
It's like Predator style, ripping a spine through their back.
Yeah. Somebody got impaled with 15 spikes through their skull? Oh, man. Tragic.
So what have you guys been up to?
Man, the past couple of days, I've been watching Awesome Games Done Quick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's going on right now.
Yeah, it started Sunday, and it's a 24-hour... Well, I mean, it's a marathon that lasts, like, all day and all night. And it goes straight through till next Sunday, I believe. So there's a bunch of speedrunners doing a whole bunch of crazy things with all sorts of games out there. And they have different blocks. So I guess, like, tonight is, like, a Mario block. Right now, I think they're playing Mario 64. And then...
That is, like, the greatest speedrun game of all time.
It's a lot of fun to watch, and I'm excited because like later tonight they're going to be doing a speed run of Super Mario RPG. It's an any % speed run, so they're just going to try and get through as quick as possible, with as many exploits I guess as possible too. So
that's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Also, I highly recommend everybody checking it out. But later on this week, I don't know exactly when, but there's a TaskBot block, and TaskBot is like a tool-assisted speedrun machine that basically breaks games.
Basically, okay, for those of you that don't know what the tool-assisted is, it's a bot or a robot or a program that you can basically tell it what to do in a video game with pinpoint precision and have it play back. So you can like record actions and program them in, and it will play the game with pinpoint precision.
Perfectly said. And some games can like not handle certain inputs. Like you can push like up, left, down, B, A, select all at the same time, like for like 60 frames a second. Or something like that, but like people have made Tetris in Super Mario World with a task program. Like it's hard to explain. The game can only take so many inputs at a time, and whenever it goes over the input, it starts to glitch out. Mm-hmm. And people understand the programming and the code to these old games so much that they can actually manipulate the glitches and whatnot. So they kind of build a game within a game, like how people have made like Tetris and stuff in Minecraft.
So is that still speedrunning?
To a degree, like somebody can beat like Mario 64 with a tool-assisted speedrun in like 2 minutes, where it's like humanly impossible to do something like that.
They fall into their own category, but they're definitely still speedrunning.
Yeah, I mean it's a definitely different category than organic speedrunning.
Good.
And then you find people out there that are just so insanely good at games that it almost looks like they're tool assisted. I don't know if you've ever... Charlie, you may have heard of this guy. His name is Desk, and he does like Street Fighter combo videos. And he's the god of inputs. It's unreal, like the shit this guy does. Like he'll do combos in that game where like you'll just be sitting there and you could have played this. Like I've played Third Strike for over 10 years, like competitively, and he'll pull off a combo in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike that nobody in their fucking mother has ever seen, and you're just like, how the fuck did like it just game breaking?
It's all frame perfect and everything. Too.
Yeah. I'll show you one of his videos after our episode tonight. I'll post one up for y'all to turn on. It's insane, and he does music too. So he'll like make his own music video with it and does like crazy transitions and stuff like that.
Sweet. I like this guy already.
I got asked if I was speedrunning yesterday in Warframe.
Kyle.
No, it wasn't Kyle. It was a random guy I was with because I have like hundreds and hundreds of hours of it on PC. Mm-hmm. And we started over on PS4 this week, Adam and I, because our friends are playing it on PS4. Mm-hmm. So I'm rank 1, and I'm already like halfway through the map And some guy's like, "Are you speedrunning?" I was like, "No, I just know how to play."
How is that game?
It's the best video game ever made.
It really is. It is that good.
Didn't it just go under like some big change or something?
New expansion.
Like a while ago.
They just came out with a new expansion, a big open world area.
The second one.
I played it a little.
Yes, the second one. The first one was more of a test, though, more of a beta.
Yeah, it was really good.
Kind of like it's good, but it's like the Plains of Eidolon, so it's a lot of open areas, open fields. Kind of
nondescript.
Yeah, I think they were kind of like
landscape.
testing it out.
Okay.
And then they've really been working on this one, which
All
is
right.
a lot more immersive.
And we haven't even
We got
touched it yet.
hoverboards now.
How much life do you think is left in Warframe?
Years.
How long do you think this game?
Yeah,
Years.
It's gonna be going for
Okay.
a long time.
Okay, because I'll play it again.
We all just started over just a couple days ago, so I'm only like rank 3 right now. If you want to jump on PS4 and play with us, it's a free game.
I'll try.
Yeah, free to play.
It takes
How
a
much
lot of
money have you put
dedication.
into it?
PC or PS4?
Well, in general.
What, like $100?
$50.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's over the...
$100.
You
Yeah.
you don't have to spend money on this game though. Like there's certain things like cosmetic stuff you have to buy, but everything that's gameplay related in this game can be obtained through just playing.
Right.
And the premium currency that you pay real money for, you can actually go and farm materials and sell that to other players for premium currency.
Okay, so
Premium currency is tradable in the game.
gotcha.
So the money that I've spent on it is just to get me like a leg up. Like I don't want to go and waste my time like farming out for stuff to sell it to other people. I was like, I want this weapon now, so I'm going to pay a little bit of extra
Gotcha.
money and just get it.
Right.
That's like on PS4 when we started, I just threw like $40 at it just to get
Right.
a couple of
A nice
classes.
foundation.
Yeah, just get the classes I need to like get me through to like where I need to get all the good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Warframe's a lot of fun. I'm kind of hoping Anthem is a good little distraction from Warframe, just for a little bit. I mean, I'll always go back to Warframe, but Anthem's shaping up to be really good.
The one thing about PS4 though is I miss all my stuff.
Yeah, me too, dude. I miss all my shit on
Like,
PC.
We were in-game players on PC, so we had like really rare mods and stuff like I've paid platinum for. And like starting over on PS4, I'm such a fucking scrub.
What a scrub.
Yeah. I was like, I'm shooting these guys for 30 seconds trying to kill them, whereas like on PC, like I would just like, plink, you're dead.
Yeah, I do miss my guns a lot. I had a comment the other day. We were talking about Anthem, and I was kind of talking about how good I thought it was going to be in the chat with all the Warframe guys that are playing with us now. And it's a very common comment. I hear this a lot. They were all like, yeah, this is cool. Anthem looks like it's going to be badass. And then I hear, but it's EA. And I'm just like, that pisses me off. I'm just like, okay, hold on. What did EA ever fucking do to you? Like, I'm sorry that some of their practices on, in-app purchases weren't so great in one or two games. At one or two, and that was it. And they're games that you didn't even play, like none of those guys played Star Wars Battlefront 2 at all, and they fixed it.
Yeah. Yeah, any mistakes that they did, like with the microtransactions, I mean, they took them out. Like, they fixed it. All the uproar, they're like, okay, we hear you. We'll change it.
Yeah,
I
and
will
then...
say
go ahead.
I
No.
will say they still can't build an in-game menu. Those are terrible to get around.
That should be square one, though, right?
Titanfall 2 had a good one.
Never played it.
Titanfall was amazing. But but my thing is, when you look at that, you see people just bitch and moan about EA's, like they're like, oh, but it's EA's so shitty, and I'm just like, okay, all of that aside, you're playing Call of Duty, which I love Call of Duty. I'm not talking shit about Call of Duty when I say this, but you pay $60 for Call of Duty, and then you pay for a season pass, and then you have to buy shit inside the game. And EA gives you free DLC with some microtransactions, and you pay once for your game. I'm like, and you're complaining that, EA's worse, and you don't complain about Call of Duty, which you dump hours upon hours into?
Yeah, and EA switched all their microtransactions to just cosmetics now.
Yeah.
There's no more boosters.
Nothing at all.
You can't pay to win.
And
This is the way it should be.
It's the way it should be, really.
yeah, it is.
But I don't like how people judge you based on your level 1 outfits and whatnot. I don't like that. I don't like being looked down
no
on.
skinners,
because,
they call them.
That's what I hate about mobile games. Is every mobile game is pay to win.
Yeah.
There are a few gems out there.
Yeah, there's a few that are pretty good. There's a really good MMO called Heroes and Villagers that's actually really decent.
See, I played Clash of Clans when it first came out. For
That is not a gem.
about 3. Well, I loved it. I played it for like
He
3
played
years,
a whole bunch of it.
and I ended up dropping like $200 into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is over the course of 3 years, so
Yeah.
I mean, I got my money.
He can budget it out. No problem.
Yeah, but there's just a point where you just hit a paywall in mobile games.
Yeah.
I like a lot of
the
the
end of the game.
remakes they do for mobile. Like you'll get remakes of they put a Bard's Tale and Neverwinter Nights on mobile. You can get the original Rollercoaster Tycoon remake on mobile, and it's just like $5.99 and you get the whole damn game.
Right.
Remember Words with Friends?
Yeah, that game was funny.
Why didn't people just play Scrabble?
I mean, because they don't have time to go over to someone's house all the time, so it was just easier just to
No,
make their
but-
move.
Scrabble had an app.
Did it
Those
really?
poor guys,
And it was like
there's
the
a
same
free
thing.
Scrabble app out there.
Yeah.
Made by Hasbro.
But it's called Scrabble. That's perfect marketing. When you think about it, they call it Words with Friends. So already they're like, oh man, something with my friends, and I don't have to go to their house and smell their fucking pets,
Right.
I was big into was it Draw Something? Where you,
Yeah.
it was
Oh, yeah.
like Pictionary.
Yeah.
I really liked
That
that.
was-
'cause
that was-
I really enjoyed
You could
drawing.
pay money in
fun
that
time.
one and
Yeah.
buy colors.
Oh, you're right.
I did. I bought a few colors, but I played a lot of that game when it came out. So I think I only paid like $5 in that game though.
Have you gotten the new Tony Hawk mobile game?
I'm on the wait list. It's
Okay.
not out
It's
on
not out yet.
on Android. It's out on Apple,
I know.
but I'll get an email or a notification or something when it comes out.
All right.
on,
That sounds terrible.
No, I thought that too because I hate mobile games.
Yeah, he loathes them.
Yes, but I watched a video of like the new Tony Hawk mobile game, and it's very, very reminiscent of the first one.
Like old pro skater
Yes.
kind of.
Like going
Kinda
back
deal.
to
That
like the
arcadey-
arcadey
skating.
pixelated graphics.
I can't wait till you get it. And
I
we
play
hear what
on
you
my
think about
phone. Sorry.
it. No, go ahead.
It's what is it called? Touch grind, and it's basically just tech deck top down, and you flick your fingers around like they're your feet, and it's the coolest thing ever.
That sounds like True Skate.
Similar to True Skate, better.
Played it. Played both.
His pinky's up in there. It's better.
Hit the paywall.
Cheers.
No, I'm still waiting on Elder Scrolls Blades and the Diablo games. I think there's a good chance that those will at least be somewhat decent.
I'll definitely play Blades when that comes out. I'm looking forward to that as well.
I would love to see Jet Set Radio on mobile. I
It
would
is.
play that.
I have it. Yeah, I have it on my Android. I don't know if you can still buy it because it was out a while ago, but it even has like full controller support and everything. And I can play it with my touchscreen fine, but it's an exact port of the Dreamcast version of the original game.
Dude, speaking of like not being able to get it, I read an article today that someone remade the demo for PT.
Yeah, it's free.
Completely. Yeah, and they said like you might as well like get it while you can because Konami has a habit of taking remakes of that game down
Right?
within like a week.
I'm sad that's not going to be a real game.
So freaking scary.
Oh, I know. That game horrified me.
Have you guys played, was it Resident Evil
7.
7?
Yeah, and that has a VR mode.
Is it good?
Scariest thing I've ever done.
I've played all the Resident Evils except for that one. I'm waiting for this. It's not co-op, so I'm waiting for like it to go on like a sale for at least like $15.
Right. Yeah. I remember the first time I tried to play it. I put this headset on and I was looking around the room and it was insane. I'm getting real close to the pictures and everything, and I'm about to leave the first room, and that's when they cue a guy walking across, and I didn't play it for another week. I just took it off. I was like, I didn't like that. I made sure to be home alone in the dark and everything, too. And I was like, I'm going to wait till tomorrow.
I never did get to experience it in VR. I played about maybe a tenth of the game on PC when one of my buddies game shared his library on Steam with me, and he had it. But my computer wasn't as good back then, so I couldn't crank it up as much as I wanted to, so it drove me crazy.
Yeah. I think when the PS5 comes out, I'm going to get the VR system for it.
I'm sure there'll be a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the one for 4, but at this point with the 5, right on the horizon, I might as well just wait.
I think VR games are only going to get better from here on out. Like right now they're still stuck in like an old convention of like modern gaming as we know it, like on consoles and whatnot, but to be able to develop like immersive kind of...
I mean, PS4, I didn't think that the VR was going to catch on the way it did, but I mean, they cranked out a lot of VR games.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I affectionately refer to myself... Can you refer to yourself affectionately?
Yes.
Never mind.
I love myself.
Early
You have to pet your shoulder.
As an early investor in VR, because I just want it to get so good. I want them to keep pushing out things, and I haven't played it yet, but have you seen the accounting simulator?
Yeah.
I don't keep track of VR because I don't have one.
Right. Well, it's a Justin Roiland game. The dude from
Rick and Morty.
Thank you. And it's just absolutely insane, and you're going through all these worlds, but you're not accounting, and it's a big joke. That one looks insane, and there's this huge conspiracy out there about a secret zoo level, because during their trailer they had this weird shot of a clown jumping out from an alley and saying, "Keep a lookout for the secret zoo level," and that was the end of the of the trailer. And then the game still to this day, after an update and everything, still doesn't have a secret zoo level, and everybody's searching through all the source code and looking for that secret zoo level.
Is it called data mining?
Yes, yeah.
Just looking through it, just where is the fucking
I think there's there's a huge missed opportunity by Facebook. They have not yet made a VR app that makes it look like you're sitting on a toilet on Facebook on your phone. Like, that should be a thing. Like, it's like you can do your favorite thing without doing your favorite thing.
Sims VR. I can get behind that.
Hanging out with your own Sims?
Like, pick them up with your fingers, just like blink, 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 blink.
Man, you haven't lived until you've been in a back alley chained to a chair with a Cockney accented man pointing a gun in your face, playing a VR game. It's pretty exciting. Just being next to people in VR, it's absolutely insane.
Dude, I really want them to bring back the Netflix from Xbox 360 where you could go into the theater with your friends but do it in VR.
Oh,
so
dude.
It has half of that.
Bird Box VR. There's just nothing on the screen and it's all audio.
You just hear it all.
Right?
That would be awesome. I could make so much money.
We need the VR for headphones, though.
Close your eyes. There you go.
Well, I mean, this isn't like complete surround sound headphone setup, though. Like, you know how you can like turn your head like left and right in VR and like look everywhere? Mm-hmm. Do the same thing with your headphones.
But there's a button you can push during the Bird Box VR game that it lifts your blindfold and then you just die.
You see the scariest thing you've ever saw. Or that, like your most innermost fear? Is that what Bird Box is about?
Yeah, it was your innermost fear.
Oh, man. So it's like that Harry Potter thing.
I think it like started as your innermost fear, but like halfway through the movie, it was like
Boggart.
You just commit suicide.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
it just makes you
kill yourself.
It was like The Happening with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
You just commit suicide.
My favorite M. Night movie.
That was an M. Night movie?
It's better than the Last Airbender.
That movie
Yeah,
wasn't the worst movie
better than
ever.
that.
I mean, considering its source material, it wasn't very good representation, but it was a decent
It was
movie.
the worst. It was the worst M. Night Shyamalan movie, I think.
My favorite
It was a
that
good movie.
he's done was Lady in the Water.
I liked Signs.
Signs was good.
Science was
Swing
nice.
away, Meryl.
After Signs, like he tried too hard to put a twist on it.
Yeah, it was,
Every movie.
He just got in his own head.
He's like, I'm so good at the twist. They'll never
Gotta
see
have a
this
great
twist. I'm gonna twist so hard on this one.
But that is all the time we have for today.
Hey.
Adam, where can you be found?
I can be found on Twitter at Talleon. That's at TALLEEON. That's it.
Okay. Charlie, where can you be found?
Find me hiding in the bushes outside your house.
Hey.
Just kidding. You can find me on Twitter at shunttrip, shunt_trip. And Robert.
Oh, hey. You can find me on, let's see, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Flamingo Complex. Sometimes there's an underscore, sometimes there's not.
Figure it
I
out.
actually,
Good luck.
I tried to fit Flamingo Complex on there, but I was
Yeah,
like
it's
4
a little
letters short.
ostentatious, I know.
Yeah. So you can find me on Instagram. I decided to open it up to the public.
Da-da-da-da.
It is RTLTC. That is RTLTC. RTLTC. And you can also find the whole crew on Twitter at Blown to Bits PC.
Yes. It's fun.
Thank you, Daniel, for being our Patreon.
Yeah, thanks,
Yes.
Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
You're awesome.
Dan the man.
Love you, Dan.
Robert even loves you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.